Shati. Hello relatives, my name is Connie. I am here to do a tutorial on making a choker. I am from the Mandan Hidatsa Arikara Nation. Also, my father is from the Grovant Assiniboine tribes of Fort Belknap in Montana, and what I like to do is I like to make our indigenous jewelry. I try to keep it as close to the original stuff as I can, but I like to throw a little modern flair in there. So as you can see, I have my design all laid out here. And I have my leather pieces that are going to be inserted into the middles already pre-holed. You could buy the ones that are already done, the commercial ones, but I like to do my own just because you see, I want the dentalium to be closer than the commercial ones, so I like to do my own. I just use a thick leather and then I cut this out. This is going to be the end, and then you can, when you're all done, you can take your leather pieces and you can put it into there, and then it'll tie in the back. So let's get started. I wanted to do this tutorial for a while now, so I'm finally getting to it. I have my smudge and I already kind of blessed my area. We'll go ahead and get started. I got sinew. I use the actual real sinew. It's from the buffalo. And then I have my handy dandy rotary tool. This is an amazing tool, and what you're going to find when you're working with dentalium is that this is a necessary tool, because you have to even out the bottom of the shells, and they all have to be even all the way across in order for your choker to come out right. And you can't inhale these shells, this dust from the shell, because it's poisonous. So you gotta probably wear a mask, and I've already done that. And what you'll find in making these is that's the most of the work right there, is just making sure your dentalium shells are even. So why don't we get started? I have my needle. It's kind of crooked, but it'll work. I have everything laid out the way I want it. So this is for my indigenous baddies that maybe can't afford to buy this stuff. It is expensive, and it's a lot of work. That's why Native artists charge a lot, because it's a lot of work. And if you make one of these, you do it yourself, you'll see where the cost comes in. It's tedious. And I like to put these little silver beads on the end, just because I'm making a matching necklace to these earrings I made. Wasn't good enough for me just to make the earrings. I wanted to make a matching necklace too. And I thought, you know, a choker would be perfect. And so let's get started. I have my little 4mm beads here. I'm gonna start off with those on the ends here. Oh wait, let me change my mind. You'll be changing your mind throughout your project. You'll put it together and then you'll take it apart and you'll redo it the way you want to do it. It's just how things work out. And I'm putting my piece on the end here of the buckskin. And then I'm going to put some of the little beads on the end. And I have I make my own jewelry and I sell it. And it's, my side hustle is White Thunder Woman Creations. And I do have a Shopify account, so if you're interested in maybe buying something, purchasing from me, I'll share my Shopify account link on this video as well. But if you can't afford it and you want to make your own, this tutorial will help you with doing that. So let's get started. I got my leather, got my knot, got my little seed beads. I think I'm gonna do about 6 in between. And then I'm just gonna start from the top row. And we just keep on going down because I got all my dentalium beads all lined out here. Let's hope everything goes as planned. And I just wanted to make a video so that, you know, I know that some of the work is expensive and some of our girls might want to learn how to make it themselves, and that's what we're supposed to do as matriarchs, is carry on the teachings and the traditions and share our knowledge. So that's what I'm doing. I like to put the bead underneath the dentalium just because I don't like it when you can see the sinew on the inside. So I'll put a seed bead there. And then I'll put it on. See how the seed bead is under there, so you don't see the bottom of the dentalium. You just got to keep track of your rows all the way across. So I'm over here now. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. I know that there's a lot of native artisans and people that do the beadwork and the dentalium shell work, and I just want to give a shout out to them. I know that this work is really tedious and it's time consuming, but if you don't have patience, you're not going to want to do this. Let's just put it that way. That's how it is. And I want to promote all the indigenous artisans and people that have their little small businesses, and encourage you to buy from them. Cultural appropriation is real and it's wrong. If you're buying stuff that says it's native and it's not, native made and it's not, you probably shouldn't buy it. to support our indigenous artisans. They put a lot of work into this stuff, and you know, we can tell when something is fake. We can totally tell when something is fake. It's just really generic and fake looking, and you could spot it a mile away. Just wanted to encourage you to buy from actual native artisans and not the knockoffs. And kind of keep your sinew and your things tight, just because you don't want to have anything loose. And you just keep going across. And this will take me probably a good 8 hours, maybe, give or take. And sometimes I'll take the whole thing apart if I don't like it. I could spend hours on it. And to me it has to be perfect. I don't like it when I'll get through halfway done and one of my dentalium shells will be too short, and it'll just throw the whole thing off, so I'll start all over again. I take pride in my work, and I really want the ancestors to come through in my work, like the history of our people, and I don't want that to get lost. And I feel like our ancestors lived through us and through our artwork and through our jewelry. They've always had their own style, so I like to stay true to that style. And I do have a YouTube channel too, where there's no rhyme or reason to it. I just jump on there when I feel like doing a tutorial or sharing something that I learned. I want to thank all my mentors, and my grandma, great grandmother, Annie, White Cow, Briscoe, all of the ones that came before. And then when we're coming on this side, we want to make sure that the dentalium is going the right direction, so we have to turn it this way when we're on this side, just so it's coherent. And, I just love to do this stuff. I'm passionate about it. Also, you know, being a single mom, it helps me to make some extra money on the side, raise my little family. And if you decide to look at my Shopify account and see anything and you buy it, I would appreciate a review if you like it. And, I do have a return policy in case, you know, something you don't like it or doesn't fit. always return it to. We'll just continue to go down the line, and we'll just line them up nice and tight. I just wanted to say that I've done recovery for 11, 12 years. I lost track. Not saying that it's not important, but after a while, it just, you lose track. And I'm really thankful for finding recovery, and for the mentors and the teachers that came through for me. Really grateful for them, because helped me to re-identify with my culture, helped me to do all the things I wasn't doing when I was living wrong. And I'm just really grateful for my recovery. And just in case anybody's out there struggling with substance abuse disorder, you're not alone. You know, a lot of people go through it, and if you're really serious about recovery, you know, pray, incorporate prayer, and ask Creator to help you through, and for something to helpers to help you get through that. And how I found recovery was through our spirituality, through our ceremonies, through the teachings and teachings of the past, and helped me to re-identify with who I really am. My people helped me to find community again, and I'm just really grateful for that. And I want to give a shout out to my mentor and second mom, Susie Paulson, taking me to ceremony and encouraging me and helping me through. That really meant a lot to me. Also my prayer family back home, the Medicine Butte, of the family back home. Grateful to them. My dad's altar, and raising me this way. Grateful for all the elders that shared teachings and told us right from wrong and showed us how to do things right. I just really, when I'm making my jewelry, I think of all those people and the things that were shared with me, and I try to incorporate that into what I'm doing. You know, it's important to share those teachings with other people that might want to learn. So this is my way of giving back, I guess. I can upload my videos on TikTok or YouTube and always be there, just to, in case anybody wants to just learn, you know. That's what I did. Sometimes I would just jump on YouTube if I didn't know something, and learn from there, or ask an elder. You know, never be afraid to ask. Everybody's always willing to help. Always willing to help. One good thing about our people they like to help and like to share. You just have to be able to ask. Okay, so I got, let's see. I got 2 cameras going here, so I'm trying to do both. I got this far. I got this far. That's the